So can I start?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So good evening, everyone. First of all the best for those of you who got good gate score, and those of you who got the gate score, because there is really nothing such as bad gate score as far as Dinesh sir is with you. So yeah, I'm Arjun Khatri, and I'm pursuing my MTech uh, in smart manufacturing in IISc Bangalore. So at first, when I applied for this course, the first question came to my mind was, what is smart manufacturing? And I'm sure many of you are wondering the same. So smart manufacturing comes under the Department of Product Design and Manufacturing. So as you know, the industry is growing these days, and like many of you have might have heard of Industry 4.0. So what is Industry 4.0? So if I talk about the generation of the industry, I'll start from Industry 1.0. Okay. So Industry 1.0, you can say the mechanized production in the past days when steam engine was invented and was manufactured. So that is Industry 1.0. Industry 2.0 is use of electricity to mass production, like the assembly line, conveyor belt, things came later. So that's Industry 2.0. Industry 3.0 is the automation, the use of IoT, uh, like electronics, automating things. So that's Industry 3.0. And Industry 4.0 is the connectivity of these machines, the automated machines. So what exactly is that? So connectivity, as in the machines are interconnected with each other. So in that, robotics will come. Like if one machine isn't working properly, the other will come in and do work for it. Cloud computing, cloud computing, machine learning, artificial intelligence, that all is comes under Industry 4.0. So uh, so this is Industry 4.0. So what smart manufacturing is about is all about Industry 4.0. So whatever is being used in that is smart manufacturing. Okay. So take in robotics, uh, machine learning, AI, VR, AR, everything is comes under smart manufacturing. Okay. So these are the courses that you can take up in this course. So there are material and processes. So that is like all the processes and materials which mechanical people learn in their course in BTech. So that's mostly that only. So you can see there are many uh, courses available from different branches in this. So this is an interdisciplinary field. So there are many professors from different branches comes in and teach us different courses. So there are mechanical, electrical, electronics, uh, there's instrumentation, there's computer science. So many field comes under smart manufacturing. Okay, so under CPDM there's another field called masters in design, M.Des. So what is that? So masters in design is basically uh, if you see a product, so how it came into an existence. So that's basically like a brief definition of M.Des. So what happens is if you start with an idea, you implement it, you ideate it, and then you make a prototype of it. So kind of the whole process of making a product is masters in design. So these are all the uh, course that they teach in this course. So, okay, before going to the interview preparation, I will talk about the projects that are going on right now. So, you can find the projects, all the projects. If you want to see, just type CPDM IISc and click the first link. It will take you to the CPDM website. Just click on academics and labs. So right now I'm working on ID3 labs. So I'll just talk about one of its uh, project. Yeah. So this lab is collaborated with NAL, DRDO, ISRO. So there are projects from these government organizations uh, that students are working on right now. So you can find all the projects here. I'll just show you this project. So in this, basically what's happening is, okay, there's a video. I'll just play it and then explain you what that is. So basically, this is a flight simulator. So what here we are doing is, this is a helmet. In this, we are tracking the eye position of it, and the stare of the eye. With the stare of the eye, the target is acquired, and the missile will shoot like in the military aircraft. So there are some specific time defined to the gaze of the eye, like how much time you are staring at it. So according to that, the target is acquired and the missile is shot with the hand of with the click only. So why is this required? Well, so I'll tell you that in a minute. So as you can see, these are the predefined targets, and this guy who is demonstrating it is staring at this point. So now the target is ready. So this means that the target is locked and you have stared it long enough to shoot the missile. So uh, this was actually funded by NAL. So is one of the projects that we are working on. There are many projects in ML, AI, VR, AR, control, robotics, and in the field of aerospace as well. There are many projects going on, like drone pre-planning, drone automation stuff. Many projects are going on, and you can watch all of them on the CPDM website, and you can find the videos as well. Yeah, so coming to the interview preparation slide. Yeah, so for smart manufacturing, that is the MTech course, uh, there's 70-30 criteria, like 70% gate marks and 30% interview. But I feel that that's just for saying. Once you are giving an interview, I think that only counts. So what will they ask in your interview? So first of all, the basics should be clear. Uh, no matter in which field you are in, uh, obviously you guys are in aerospace, but there are people from mechanical, electronics, electrical, agriculture, in fact. So the basics of those field should be clear. uh, there will be general questions about industry 4.0, which I just talked about in the start of the meeting. Then there will be core questions from your favorite topic. So I've appeared for many interviews, and in most of them, they've started by asking, "What is your favorite topic? Like, in what do you want to work in?" So they most of the time they will ask this, and they will ask basic question like uh, gate level questions only. They'll ask in that, and if you are able to answer it, that will be great. Then there'll be questions from your BTech project. No matter what projects you have done, they'll find questions from that. Then there'll be logical reasoning questions and some HR questions. So I'll tell you a few questions that they have asked me. So uh, I've appeared for, like, they first asked me what is Industry 4.0. So I've explained them that. Then they've handed me a bottle and they asked me, like, how will you make it smart? Because like, how will you make it in the point of view of the Industry 4.0, right? So that was there. Then they've asked me about my BTech project. So I've worked on the Lagrange point optimization. So I told them that. Then they've asked a bunch of questions on that. Then they asked me what's my favorite subject was. So it's propulsion. So I said that. Then they asked me a few questions in propulsion. Uh, and surprisingly, like, not many interviews this happens, but they also asked me a few questions in electronics, like how does this sensor work? Not in the mechanical sense, but in the, like, how will you make a sensor pressure actuator, as in, they've asked me. So I didn't know that, so I simply said I don't know. So that's fine. So if you don't know any questions, you can straight up say I don't know. They won't, like, as far as it's not very basic, they won't count it. So this time the aerospace cutoff is 500 score gate. It's very less as compared to previous years, but this time the paper was tough, as Dinesh told me. So that might be the case. Okay, coming to the M.Des test and interview. So in MTech, there's only interview, but in M.Des, there's a test as well in the beginning of the interview. So that will be like 30 minutes test. It can be a studio test or an aptitude test or both. So what's studio test? So studio test is basically they'll give you a product parameters, and they won't give you any scale or anything. So they'll supposedly take a pen or a basket, take a pen stand. So they'll tell you make a pen stand using the so and so material. Okay, so that's basically studio test. So how are you approaching that making of the product is what they are looking at. So how is your thinking in that? So according to that, they'll screen you through that test. Then coming to the interview, so there are questions related to the product that you make, like how you made it. Supposedly, and according to your background, there will be questions on that product as well as from your core field. So the questions, like, my friend is from, I didn't give this interview, but my friend is from mechanical. So they've asked him to make a bowl. So he made a bowl without a scale. So they've asked them what will be the stresses on it. If I'm applying force here, what will happen? Those kind of questions were there in that. And not only uh, do they listen to the answer, whatever you answer, they'll apply. Like, they've asked that what happened if I apply force here. So he answered something, and they've applied force there and saw that if it is happening or not. If it's happening, then they'll ask why. If it's not happening, then then also they'll ask why. So those kind of questions. Then definitely there will be core questions. Core questions, as in your background related questions only. So from aerospace, they'll ask you a few questions uh, similar to the MTech thing, and logical reasoning as well, the same, similar to the smart manufacturing. And the cutoff is to 580 this time. This time it is low compared to, yeah, last time. So the other, these are just the other interview calls that I got last year. So by the way, I've given my gate in 2022, and my gate score was very low, and this is very surprising that I got these many calls. Maybe because of BTech percentage, I'm not sure about that, but my score was 521, and I'm general EWS category. So these were all the calls I got, and in all of these interview, the main main question was main questions were from my basics only. So whatever basics you have studied, just go through them before the interview. There were questions on my project and basics of my favorite subjects. That's it. Like most of the like all of the interview, I'll say. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun. Thank you very much. Uh, you have given complete insight of what actually smart manufacturing mean, even to
Yes.
me also. Okay,
Oh.
because it's good, like it's more associated with next. Uh, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah. Yes,
say
sir.
this industry
This.
revolution, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
This
that's a
is the
good thing.
future.
Uh, I used to think it was like more of additive manufacturing and that's it, or 3D
Yeah.
printing and all. But it is much more than that. So that's good to hear.
Yes.
We'll ask these those who are watching on YouTube if any question they can write in chat box. So
Sure.
any question, guys, you guys can write in chat box. We can answer. Any question, guys? Those who are
Anything
watching,
related.
yeah.
Anything related to the course, to about the
Yeah.
college, institute, anything.
Yes. So in M.Des, I have one question. Long back, one of my known students from RV College, he joined that
Mm-hmm.
department, this
Okay.
M.Des course. So
Okay.
usually, what is like cutoff and all? What is the procedure for entry SEM? Is it like SEM,
Uh,
like a,
yeah, you can apply from gate score, like any field gate score. There'll be
yeah?
different cutoff for every field, and there is an exam called CEED. So you can apply through that as well.
What is
And there'll
that?
be seed CEED.
Or some other exam?
Yes, yes. Some other exam, like even I forgot the full form of it, but
Okay.
CEED is the abbreviation of it. So apply from that, and similar process is there. There'll be some cutoff. There'll be test and interview for that as well.
Okay, fine, sure. So that's good. And I know one of my friend who did M.Des long back, and then he
Okay.
got placed in General Motor when we started
Yes.
IGC those early days. That
Yes.
person contacted to us to teach, okay, at
Mm-hmm.
IGC. So he was
Mm-hmm.
from that CPDM M.Des,
Okay.
and then I think in 2018 sometime I got. And then in 19 batch, I think that person who got M.Des, she was not our student, but she contacted for post-gate guidance. That time,
Okay.
we were the new people in this
Mm-hmm.
gate field.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah. So that's good. And regarding the placement, anyway, I understand for smart manufacturing, more people go in AIML and that area. What about this M.Des people,
Okay. Yeah.
Master of Design people? What are
Uh,
prominent companies? Are you
sure.
aware of?
Yeah. Yeah. I will just open this. Okay, I'm not able to find it, but in M.Des, mostly the students are interested in AR, VR, uh, user experience thing, kind of thing. So they will get uh, like placement in that, but they can also apply in any company that is coming in the campus. So wherever they are eligible, they can apply. So companies right now, my seniors are in TCS. Uh, some are in user experience in this thing, Flam app. There's a startup called Flam app. So they are in that, and there are many companies. Uh, I can't remember them right now.
Okay, okay,
But
no problem.
in MDes as well, there is a very good scope for the
Yeah, yeah,
placement.
yeah, sure. Because any company, end of the day, they do product design, right?
Yes, yes,
Specifically mechanical companies. So of course there will be good exposure and requirements. But a lot of
Yeah.
innovation also happens during COVID time. Your department was quite active in
Yes.
designing good stuffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
So.
like to add that Siemens is funding our department very much because it is into industry 4.0. So there'll be many competitions going on behalf of them. So M.Des students are totally in touch with the industry right now, and we can also participate in that MTech students. And talking about the placement of smart manufacturing, so smart manufacturing people can apply in any company that comes in the IISc campus for placement. Like I'm talking about any company. So because it's interdisciplinary and all there are all the subjects being taught to us, so we are not like restricted to apply to a particular
Mhm.
company as such. So we can apply anywhere. Even
Okay.
aerospace companies. Recently, I've applied for GE for internship. I've
Mhm.
given the test and waiting for the results. So
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. G also works a lot on futuristic,
yes,
projects and research. So definitely they will have good requirements from all sets of people, different. So that's
yeah,
good thing. Yeah, fine. So I think nobody is sharing any question. Any
okay.
question, guys? Those who are watching session, any question, guys? Okay, it seems no question. If any query comes to me, I will pass you. Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
sure, sir.
yeah. All right. Yeah. Sure. All right. So fine then. Thank you,
Okay.
Arjun, for joining this session and sharing your beautiful insights. And hopefully, this will be very useful. Those who are already, got call letter for interview, so they can prepare and plan accordingly. So thank you very much for this session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much, and
Okay.
all the best
So,
everyone for the
yeah,
interview.
yeah. All the best, and thank you all who will be watching this session.